Hello and assalamu alaikum. Today I want to quickly talk about outline or basic template of an essay. Now, the first question is outline important? Yes, because it helps us organize our thoughts and to structure our arguments logically. Now, in intermediate, you're not required to write an outline, but once you make or structure your thoughts just by writing the points, it helps you a lot. Now, this is a very good and very important tip to help you write in a better organized way. In BA, on the other hand, you are required to write an outline which carries 5 marks, and it also does provide an opportunity for the examiner to know how well you have structured your essay. So that becomes the first impression. Okay, what do you do? First of all, you write the title, then the introduction. Introduction, you just introduce the topic, provide the background, information, context, and clearly state the thesis or the main argument. Now, what is thesis? In academic writing, a thesis statement is generally a sentence or two that summarizes the main points that an essay, research paper, or speech is making. तो ये summarize करता है आपकी main point को, and it serves as a summary of the argument you're about to make in the rest of your paper. ठीक है, ये एक तरह की summary provide करेगा उस argument की, whatever the stance you're going to take in your on this topic. तो ये आपका आखिर में एक short 1 or 2 sentences में ये thesis statement आ जाएगा. Then comes the body paragraphs, and they can be 2, 3, 4 according to the points you have. So each paragraph, now very important point here is to remember that each paragraph should be on a different point related to the same topic. ठीक है, जैसे for example if we have the topic social media, तो आपका हर point जो है उसका paragraph ka, it can be the positive impact of social media. Then you can talk about the, uh, the revolution it has brought in the field of communication, in the field of information, in the field of entertainment. तो इस तरह हर paragraph जो है that should be, each paragraph should be related to a different point on the same topic. ठीक है, तो there should be relevance and there should be connectivity. अच्छा, what should a paragraph look like? It should have a topic sentence, that is the main idea of the paragraph. ये होता है topic sentence आपका provide कर रहा है an opening to the point that you're going to elaborate now. Then you give the supporting evidence or example, then explain or analyze the evidence, and then transition to the next paragraph. In the next video, I'll show you an example using the template, okay? Okay, paragraph 2 is the same, paragraph 3 is the same, then you have different points, okay? And each point is using the same strategy. Topic sentences and then supporting arguments. Then you have the counter argument. For example, if before you were talking about the positive impact, this is going to be about the negative impacts. Okay? So what do you do here? You address the counter argument, then you give evidence, and then explain if your argument is stronger. Conclusion. Summarize the main points made in the body paragraph, restate the thesis in a new way. The same thesis sentence that you provided in the introductory paragraph, now you're going to restate that in a different way because now you have gone through a number of positive and negative points, or you have analyzed, or you have given evidence. So you come up with the thesis statement in a new way. You will find out more in the example that I'll give you. Make a final concluding statement or suggest implication for the topic, that is, you provide suggestions for the topic. Now let's take a look at how the outline looks like if we are given an essay a topic on social media. So your introductory paragraph will have the hook, that is an engaging statement about social media's impact or relevance. Acha. This is the most important sentence because from just reading your first line, the examiner can judge what standard your essay holds. Although the saying goes that do not judge a book by its cover, but the starting, first impression is the last impression. So this really gives an idea. It's not that the examiner would stop here, but it would give him the idea, and it would engage or attract the examiner to read more. So while you're composing your essays, do work on these lines. ठीक है, आजकल जैसे आपने प्रिपेयर कुछ किए हैं ना अपने एसेज, तो उसके पहले सेंटेंस पे ज़रूर काम करें. Some students, what do? They take one template and they try to fit all different topics in that. Sometimes it's a big mistake. बहुत बड़ी गलती कर देते हैं बाज़ दफ़ा एक ही टेम्पलेट में मुख्तलिफ टॉपिक्स को फिट इन करने की. Do not do that. अच्छा, तो after the hook comes the background information. Provide a brief overview of social media. Where did it evolve from? What significance it has in today's world? So then comes the thesis statement. Now you're going to briefly, in one or two sentences, you will tell that there are positive and negative effects of social media on society. Then the body paragraph, you see the positive impact of social media, the communication, connectivity, access to information, education, business and marketing opportunities. So these are the positive impacts, and you're going to talk about them. Then the negative impact, privacy and security concerns, mental health issues, spread of misinformation. Um, just like you can give the example, you can even give examples as an evidence for it. For example, the UK riots nowadays, which are on the rise, the racism is on the rise because of some disinformation spread through social media. So then comes the role of social media in social movements, amplifying voices. Describe how social media has been used to amplify voices, यानी raise करना, increase करना, the the problems or issues which need to be looked into, but people are just ignoring. The people in authority are just ignoring them, and then social media is used to amplify voices. You can give that example of Bangladesh, how their rights were not being met, so social media helped them to amplify their voice. Then organizing protest and movement, social media also helps to organize people, bring in one place and mobilize them for a social or a political cause. Then comes the counter argument, overcoming the challenges of social media. um, as we discussed, we are going to give arguments, and then there should be one paragraph that should have a counter argument, because every topic has two sides. Okay? There can be the positive and the negative side, so it's better to give the picture of the other side as well. That becomes the counter argument. That some people claim that you can start like that, or you can just give those points, like propose the importance of digital literacy education to help users navigate social media. Now, what were the negative points? You are now giving your argument that how can we deal with those negative impact by giving digital literacy, by implementing stricter regulation. Then comes the conclusion, restate the thesis जो आपने शुरू में thesis statement दिया था. Now you're just summarizing the main points. You've gone through the positive, the negative, the solutions, the suggestions, and now you're summarizing everything, and you are restating the thesis in a new way now. Offer a concluding thought or call to action regarding the future of social media in society. Okay, now this is the way that you're going to structure your thought, but is it how you're going to write it in your paper? No, this is not, because you don't have so much time. I'm just helping you to organize your ideas, but you're in that time you're just going to write number one, number two, number three, and all the points and the bullet points. So the way you're going to write your outline is, I'm just going to show you how you can write it. Here. So an outline would look like this. Introduction: social media, an integral part of our daily lives. The positive impact of social media: communication, connectivity, access to information, education, business and marketing opportunities. Negative impact: privacy, security concerns. Now either you can, you don't number over here because you're already giving numbers here. So you can either give them, just make bullet points like this, okay? Or you can just give them small numbers. So this is how you should write them down. अच्छा, इस तरह से आप लिखेंगे. Then the role of social media in social movements: amplifies voices, organizing protests and movements, overcoming the challenges, improving digital literacy, implementing stricter regulations, and then comes the conclusion. So this is how you're going to write an outline. And in the next video, I'll show you an essay, how we can elaborate these points and write a good standard essay which will ensure at least 18 out of 20 marks. If you have a proper outline which suggests that you have covered a range of points, range of headings and subheadings are there, so the examiner would know that this is a standard essay. ठीक है, तो इस तरह से हम लोग एक अच्छा essay लिख सकेंगे. Please don't go for those templates that would just give you 5 or 6 marks. Okay, see you in the next video. Assalamu alaikum.